afternoon, everyone. I hope you are all well. Just wanted to jump on and say hello, but also to share the next topic. So our next topic is triggers. So we can take this a couple of different ways, but I just wanted to let you know about triggers. I guess when you're not in the situation, you could be, say for example, at the grocery store, if you work in retail, or you see someone that you looks familiar or kind of resembles your bully in your workplace. That could be a trigger. I actually had one the other night where my partner was making dinner, and he was playing like an old school jazz kind of playlist, and he obviously didn't know that he was doing it, but there was a song that came on that had one of my previous bullies' names in it, and that kind of set me off, and my brain was like, oh my gosh. And so it triggered those emotional responses with the sound of that person's name. So triggers can be anything and everything really that we can interact with in our lives, but you may not even realize that one might actually be triggering you until it actually happens. And then at least if you're aware of it, then you can make allowances, and depending on how severe the trigger is, it may send you into a full-blown anxiety attack, or it could just make you feel a bit down, but you just have to obviously manage them once you realize what your triggers are. But it's really important to recognize the fact that triggers are out there, and they are going to trigger you, especially if you've overcome workplace bullying, or if you are still in a workplace bullying situation. That's probably the more severe one, because you're really struggling, and any little trigger can kind of tip you over the edge and make you feel like that you just don't want to leave your house. So triggers are definitely out there. Make sure that you're aware of them and find out which ones are yours, but also just bear in mind that new ones can pop up at any moment. So as long as you've got a coping strategy, or even someone to call when you're feeling a bit down, that is probably the best option for a trigger, or at least just have a coping strategy that works best for you, that you can kind of implement in a quick way, so that you feel okay and can kind of get yourself out of that situation and continue on with the rest of your day. But I just wanted to touch on some triggers for today, and give you a bit of an example from my own personal experiences. I've been out of workplace bullying for a little while now, but they still pop up for me, so I wanted to share that. You're not alone. Everyone experiences them, and we just need to kind of keep the communication going and make sure that we're talking to each other and supporting each other, because that kind of, I guess, keeps the bullies at bay. Because if you are supported and you can have some confidence about you, they're less likely to be able to, I guess, steamroll over the top of you. But that's enough for me for tonight. But have a great evening, or wherever you are at the moment, and I'm sure I will talk to you again soon. Thanks, guys.